We're getting the gossip.
What a stupid question. Yes.
Absolutely.
Any more silly questions?
My heart would stop. I'm not even kidding.
What have you got against me?
If he didn't want us to lose, he wouldn't have got it out.
Hello, I'm Sam Thompson, and this is I'm a Celebrity Unpacked, the vodcast. Happy Friday, everybody. AJ Odudu is here with me again tonight in the studio. Plus, we've got content creator and all-round legend, Luke Hamnett. And don't forget, we're going to be hearing what Ant and Dec had to say on tonight's show as they sat down with Kemi in South Africa. I keep saying I draw the short straw with that. Let's welcome our guests, AJ and Luke, everybody!
Not the short straw.
She's in South Africa.
How dare you?
She is in South Africa.
You are here with us.
That is a very good point. What an episode. I mean, it's all about to shake up. We got two new campmates, Harry Redknapp, the
Legend.
icon, King Harry.
Little
Yeah.
teaser there at
I
the
know.
end. I loved it.
Yeah, and Jimmy Bullard, of course,
Yeah.
is coming in with him. Now, from my point of view, I'm a massive Harry Redknapp fan.
Yeah.
I loved Jimmy from his series as well, but it just looks like everything's about to change.
I mean, I think they're going to add so much to the camp. It's going to be amazing. I wonder how the dynamics change, though, because, you know, like you said, Harry was so well loved in his series. I mean, he won the thing, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
So I wonder if everyone else is going to soften up. How's that going to
Yeah.
be with the alpha males of the camp, with David, for example, or
Yeah.
Sean? Like, what?
Yeah.
How are they going to act around the legends?
Well, the legend also, Harry's just such a nice guy. So it's going to be so interesting. Also, David Hay, Harry Redknapp, obviously they're both sort of like, Harry's a manager, David's like an athlete. Like, that's going to be amazing to see how that all works
Very
out.
alpha.
As well, the trial was absolutely disgusting.
It was epic.
Two lads who always have a lot to say about this show. Obviously, Ant and Dec. They caught up with Kemi. Let's see what they got to say.
I think your middle name should be Cliff. All these cliffhangers that you've
Cliffhanger.
Yeah. It's a new double act.
Yeah.
Two new campmates
Good,
on Monday
eh?
night.
Yeah.
Campmates coming on Monday.
Honestly, next week is brilliant.
The series next week flies.
It really
It
does.
goes to another
Yeah.
level next
Well, I thought
week.
it was good enough already.
I know, but it goes to another level next week.
It's good. Jimmy,
Yes.
Jimmy Bullard, Harry Redknapp. Two brilliant campmates from years gone by.
Did you
And-
enjoy them before?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just thrilled they're back. They really, the whole series kind of just shoots off after this. It just gets better and better. We told you, it gets better and better and better.
How do you think they're going to do? Obviously, coming into a established camp is sometimes a little bit tricky. Some people don't assimilate, or some people just throw themselves straight in and then they often win the thing.
Yeah, they come in with great responsibility because the camps, no sooner have they been put together than they are split again.
You're joking
Yeah,
me.
two
And
kingdoms.
Two kingdoms. King Harry, King Jimmy. There is a wall in the camp. The rhinos on one side, the lions on the other. They're going head to head to win food, but also to win precious pennants.
What's a pennant?
So pennant is like like a little triangular flag.
Oh, yeah, like
a
getting
pennant.
castles and stuff.
There's a
Yes.
Big, and there's a big prize at the end. Very good prize. I won't give you too much away, but the campmates really want to win it.
And
Okay.
the worst thing about this, or possibly the best thing, is that when a camp wins food for their camp, it's delivered into their camp. They cook it over their fire, and the campmates in the next camp over the wall can just smell the food.
So it's not
can
like
hear
Savannah
them.
Scrub where they're miles away
No,
and
it's
can't
good.
hear them.
Oh, they can hear each other.
Can they
there's-
talk to each
there's
other
a
as
lot
well?
of
They
banter.
each other, yeah,
A
there's
lot
a
of
lot of
banter
banter.
over the wall.
Good.
Ooh.
It's good.
Oh my goodness,
gonna
more
get good.
competition.
Yeah.
Ooh, I can't wait for Monday now. I don't know what we're going to do over the weekend. I sit there twiddling my thumbs, I reckon. Talking about today, though, Gemma thinks that David doesn't like her. What was your reading of that? Do you think he doesn't like her?
I don't think it's the fact that David doesn't like her. I don't think David doesn't. It's not like David doesn't like anyone. He's just David. We've said it before. He's just very David about things.
I don't think he particularly likes her.
Right.
But I don't think he doesn't like her
But I don't
either.
think he
He's
likes
just-
anyone. He's just you know.
Yeah, he's
just
a real
David.
lone
Just
wolf.
David.
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah. Although I feel like Gemma's had a really nice bond with Adam. of all
Yeah.
people. I didn't expect that.
No, I didn't
in the
either.
beginning, no.
But I think the whole Savannah Scrub experience has kind of brought them together. They've just really clicked. It's a really lovely friendship to watch.
And more celebrity gossip. Sinitta again about her on-off relationship with Simon Cowell for 40 years. That was juicy.
We need to speak to Simon Cowell and see what he makes of this.
That's true. Well, you're good friends with him.
Well, that's the first thing I'm mentioning. when we
Really?
get
Does he
down.
ever text you saying, lads, great show tonight?
He found out she was coming in the series and he was like, I cannot wait to watch it.
That's
I hope
such a
she
good
doesn't talk
impression.
about me. Really?
I thought he was in the room.
Yeah.
I thought he was in the room.
What he
my
means
goodness.
is, I hope she does talk about me.
Yes. Can we talk about Beverly and Mo?
Yes.
Okay, I'm really...
If you must.
I'm going to put my hands up. I was so wrong. I said that Mo was going to smash this. He's like a real problem solver. What happened there?
Well, I think he completely misunderstood the
The
whole
assignment.
point of the trial, which was to remember the order of these animals, not just think of all the animals from the Lion
Lion King. Just think of the cast of The Lion King. Just those ones.
Didn't get it, did he? That bit did not sink in.
It
You
gave
said it
them
so
no
clearly.
chance
Yeah.
whatsoever. It gave them the girls no chance. But somehow they got 5.
I know.
That was quite a lot. And you
In
know
spite
what?
of Moore and Beverly. I mean, Beverly was
Beverly was
better than
all right.
she was better than Moore.
Yeah.
At least she knew the assignment.
And to be fair, they had just been thrown out of an aeroplane.
Nah.
The look on his face when he realised, when he got back into... I was supposed to remember them. No.
Yes, Moore.
5 stars. David's probably not going to be happy with that again.
Nope.
Why did he not force himself to do it? He kind of sat back. I keep saying he's doing a lot of talking and not a lot of action. And if he really wanted to go out and, was really hungry, he could have said, right, I'm going to do this. And
true.
kind of bulldozed his way in.
Mind you, they volunteered, and we were quite pleased to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are all Saturday Night Takeaway
Yeah.
girls. So it was nice to see them down there.
But I
They
know what
did
you
really
mean.
well.
He's not pushing himself to the front.
Yeah.
He's not chomping at the bit.
But he's
Come
got
on about
lot
it.
of yappa, yappa,
Exactly.
yapping.
Yappa, yappa, yappa.
Next week you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Well, it's been an incredible first week. Let's do it all again next week.
Okay, see you next week.
Ant and Dec have just said the series flies over the next week. I mean, I really thought it was flat. AJ, we've watched the show together a couple of times now. It's already at a pretty good spot.
I know. I can't believe it's the end of week 1.
Yeah.
And here we are. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm
Same.
sat. I'm ready to go. So I can't wait to see what's in store.
Obviously, we heard about Sinita's 40-year on-again, off-again relationship with Simon Cowell. What do we think about that?
She was spilling the tea. And I was like, guys, we need more. We need follow-up questions.
On and off for 40 years, I'd be like, what annoyed you about him?
Yeah.
Why did you end? What did you do that really pisses you off?
What
Tell
was the
me it all.
appeal? And why
Yeah.
was you waiting around for that long?
Yeah.
40
This
years.
is a really good point. I mean,
would.
first of all, great that we're already getting this
Oh,
much insight. I mean, I didn't actually
amazing.
expect Senita to spill that amount
It
of
was
beans.
actually very beautiful and
It
very
was, it
vulnerable.
was.
to
It was
do
very vulnerable, and I actually
Yeah.
almost felt like Senita was blaming herself
I know,
for
which
some
was
of that
really
chat.
sad.
Yeah, she was like, maybe I was a little bit too clingy, or I was a little bit too much like that. It sounds to me like he just sort of kept you on and off.
And he was a complete avoidant.
Yeah, and that's what they're called, an
Typical
avoidant.
man.
Yeah.
Don't know why I'm
he
looking
was
at you, Sam.
avoidant.
Typical man.
God.
Honestly.
I swear down, I was in an on-off relationship with my first ever boyfriend. Every year after uni, I'd go home and then we'd get together and then it would be like, oh no, we can't do it long distance. And then it happened for years.
Hard to say goodbye.
It's hard to say goodbye.
And also, if you're used to
sometimes.
that person, do you
And
know
if
what I
you're used to
mean?
that person,
You know
it's
what I
like
mean?
a lovely comfort thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the exact thing, yeah.
And at the end
And
of
if
the
they're your
day,
best mate as well, because it looked like Simon Cowell was like her best friend.
Yeah, and if you're mates.
And also, if Simon Cowell's got money.
Right. This is what I'm saying. So imagine I was in that situation. You didn't have a pot to piss in, and I was
Yeah.
still there.
You're a good person.
So just like-
You're a good
So
person.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
imagine. That would have
Imagine.
been an added incentive.
But also, I'd also like to know about who was the dickhead in the 80s.
Yeah.
Talk to me about
And who was that girl who burnt you with a cigarette?
Yes.
On the shoulder.
Yeah.
What was that all about?
Where is
Tell
she?
me it all.
Where is she now?
Yeah.
Hopefully in jail.
If we have a little recap here, Sunita's basically talked about dating Brad Pitt,
Yeah.
being on again, off again with Simon Cowell for 4 years. She has got some sort of sauce that everyone is absolutely loving. And I think she's brilliant in this camp. I really, really
Yeah,
do.
I like her.
Yeah, she's great. Even when she had that argument with Gemma Collins, it was weird, but she did it in her own way. And I just feel like she's got more to bring. I want more stories from her.
And she's just honest,
Yeah.
isn't she? You
Yeah.
know, whether it comes across in the right way all the time, not so sure, but she's honest and what you see is what you get. And that's what I love about her.
The way she was describing Simon finding his sort of forever love, let's say. And she then went, I thought it was going to be me. She
I
was like, I thought I was
know.
going to marry him. And you're like, oh my
I think
God.
we all did at some point.
I know.
I felt
We
really
all
sad
point
for
Senita
her,
and Simon.
actually.
I actually read that a little bit different. I thought that she had sought solace in the fact that he's gone on and found this
Oh, that's
beautiful,
nice.
happy
Yeah.
union. That
Yeah.
she thought, actually, we had that. And then she's seen it in him with someone else and gone, oh, actually, I get why. Actually,
Yeah.
Dave got it.
Like, poor Gemma. She's starting to struggle in there, isn't she? Do we feel sorry for her?
She's sensing a bad energy. And that
Yes.
bad energy
What is that?
for her is David. And I'm sensing it as well. I
Yeah.
feel like, I don't know, for some reason, they seem to clash. And I don't know what it is, but the second she walked in, he's not having it. He didn't like, her hair looks very big. And every interaction that they have,
Something behind it.
it seems like there's something behind it. Now,
Yeah.
it may be completely harmless, but I can see how they're misunderstanding each other.
Do you think it's maybe because she's not trying to be the GC? She's like trying to be more open, more vulnerable, and she's not the big sort of personality in that camp. She's not bulldozing away through everything. And maybe this is like a more vulnerable side to the Gemma Collins that we all know.
I know, which is great, but she still is Gemma. Like,
Yeah.
she could never have a small personality.
Yes, so
No,
true.
It's
absolutely
not
not.
possible.
Yeah.
Even her softer side is a bold side. You know, she's still putting herself out there. She's still opening up to the people that she feels comfortable and confident with. And I think that's a beautiful thing to see. Maybe she is trying her hardest to bite her tongue in certain situations.
Yeah.
But I think
Yeah.
that's growth. And that's what we all have to do sometimes,
Well, of
whether we
course.
like it or not.
Do you think there's anything more from David? Like, was there anything to that comment about the hair? Because I think you said he was staring her out,
Yeah,
didn't you?
yeah,
You were like,
yeah.
he's just giving her the eye.
Yeah, I didn't like the comment, if I'm being completely honest. I didn't think it was nice.
He was like,
She
the way he
did.
said it, he was like, you definitely ain't thin.
It was like, yeah, my hair's really thick. And she goes, but it's definitely not thin. Maybe I read into it a bit
It's
too
tonal.
much.
Do you know what
Yeah,
it is? It's
I feel like
tonal.
I feel like as well though, if you're not really on good terms with someone and you come out and say something like that, you're not automatically gonna go, yeah, you're funny.
I think that's it. It's just come
Yeah.
from the wrong person.
Yeah.
Because
If it was
Craig-
Adam
it
or
was Craig.
someone,
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
Craig was the one who said, gosh, your hair's gotten big now. And she's gone, yeah. And he's gone, well, it definitely
It's
ain't
not
thin.
thin.
With no
And it's like,
blinking as well.
actually, if that was Craig who had said that,
She would have laughed.
she'd have laughed
Yeah.
because that's her friend.
But it's-
and they
it's-
know each other, but
all
they don't
comes to-
know each other like that.
Comes from intent, doesn't it? Like
Yeah.
how you intend to say it.
Yeah.
I think it's just they're not on that level yet. You're not allowed to give me that banter yet because we're
Yeah.
not friends like that yet. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, but it's like that with friends now. Like, you
Yeah.
know full well you can give your friend shit, but someone else gives you friend shit. You're like, whoa.
Yeah, too far.
You're crossing the line here. You don't know them that well.
Yeah.
But then we did see Gemma getting consoled really beautifully, I think, by Adam. He didn't lay it on too much. He wasn't like overzealous with it. He said, you're a beautiful human being.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know. And I think that is really, really lovely.
You know, there's so much that happens down at the pots and pans. And it is really nice to see those moments, them coming together, her feeling safe in that space with Adam, and Adam, you know, being the shoulder to cry on as he is. It's
Well,
lovely.
he saw her in the camp before, and now he's seen her now. He's seen a different dynamic to her and thought, I need to address it. Which what you would with any friend. You go, what is it that I can do? Can I help you?
What Gemma did say as well, she was like, if I could, I'd go back to
Yeah.
Savannah Scrub. I mean, I don't think anyone wanted to go back there. It's absolutely horrible. Why is that? Why did she want to
It's
go
the
back
people,
there?
and she felt more comfortable to be probably herself around people that are genuinely embracing Gemma.
Yeah.
Whereas I
Yeah.
feel like now she doesn't feel like she can be because she's either getting comments made at her or people are looking at her like shit.
But
Yeah.
also, I feel like they've got a history. It goes way back to the
Oh,
Watergate.
of course.
Do you know what I
Water,
mean?
yeah, what was a
so
big deal?
actually, I think it's not necessarily like I'm trying to please you. It's more like, what have you got against me? First the water, and now this.
Well, she's also had a little pop at him as well. And she's probably the only person who's done that. You know,
Yeah.
so maybe David's seen and felt that and be like, God, no one's ever really broadsided David Hay before. And I feel like he's like, oh God, who's this like personality that's come at me like Gemma did about the water?
Well, so
and
she
he's
should,
gone back.
though.
Well, he's now just gone back. So this could be a little back and forth table tennis match between the two of them. It could sort of rumble on, I suppose. But what I'll say is Team Adam on this one. Really good guy. I really loved the way he spoke to her. And I think it sets up for a really beautiful friendship. Do you know, we've seen a lot from Gemma. We've seen a lot from Adam. We've seen a lot from Sean Walsh, actually, as well.
I want more from Craig.
I would like more from
I would
Craig.
love to see
He's a sweet man.
Craig.
Yes.
A very sweet man. He'll have stories to tell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. And I want to hear them. I'm sat, I'm ready, I'm poised.
Yeah, I think because he's quite a quiet guy,
Yeah.
he maybe gets overshadowed a little bit by the bigger personalities.
So many big personalities
Yeah.
in there.
I think Craig, if he can come out of his shell a little bit more, it's very sweet actually that Gemma took him to one side and like sort of opened up to Craig a bit. So he's a bit of a shoulder guy, I think, as well. It's a bit nice to it'd be nice to see something more from him.
I like their relationship.
Yeah.
Because they were on the same series together, weren't they?
Yeah.
So it's good that they've just kind of like slotted back into how they were, which I really like.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to see more from Craig.
Scarlett.
Scarlett.
I want to see more from Scarlett.
She's giving me gold though.
She's giving good one-liners and she is funny. I mean,
the
I
one-liner
would be,
queen.
I'd be very herder with David here. I'd be like, I'm just going to go for a quick look. And I'm like, oh no, I can't. It's full on arse out. I'd be like, no,
Do you
it's
know
all
what?
right. I
Actually,
won't.
Luke, do you know, it's a really good
That's
point.
funny.
I feel like we just skimmed over like one of the big moments of the episode. David Hayes' buns.
Great arse.
He's got a great butt.
Sorry to be vulgar, but what a
Yeah.
fantastic arse that is.
And the everything.
Yeah, he's
fantastic
jacked.
chisel.
Yeah.
Got that blood pressure up from people and like watching at home. I tell you something.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rugged.
Fantastic.
Got the
Great.
beard.
Great.
Yeah. I mean, no wonder he's having full naked showers.
Yeah.
He's a confident
You
man.
would,
He
though.
knows what's happening.
You know, look, he's very happy with anything being shown. I do need to know though, look, if you're Scarlett, are you going for a peek? Being
What
like,
a
no.
stupid question. Yes. Absolutely.
Any more silly questions?
Do you think I'll be like Senita with the leaves like this, looking around like I'm like, did it? I'm like, David.
She walks in with a visor at one point. She'd be like, hello,
I'll be
okay.
like, oh yeah, of course I'm having a look. I don't care. I've got a boyfriend of 10 years. I'm having a peek.
AJ, you having a look?
Of course.
Yeah.
Why
not?
Like, oh, sorry, love. Just going to.
If he didn't want us to look, he wouldn't have got it out.
Because Adam then is just in very sweetly.
That's
He's in his
him.
swimming trunks.
Yeah.
And Ashley's like, you're not naked, are you? He's like, no, I'm not. I'm in my trunks.
But to be fair though, if I was ever in the jungle, I would forget, I think.
I once saw Tony Bellew's butt.
Ooh, how was that?
And when he was in the waterfall shower, and it was a sight to behold because he was actually bending over. At that point.
no.
He was getting out. I think he was getting out his gunk. Not his junk, his gunk, and from like he'd just done a trial, and I was like, oh, because you can. Thing is, you don't realise people are
TMI.
using the shower, so you like you walk past,
TMI.
and these things are
Oh
happening.
no, I'm all right with it. Carry
Yeah,
on.
but you don't know, and this is the thing, you're living in such close proximity to each other
Yes, yeah.
that you are going to
You're going to see
things
each
like
other's
that.
arsehole, let's be honest.
Yeah.
You're going to see everything.
Maybe not the
Maybe not that actual hole.
maybe
but you're
maybe
gonna
not the
see a
boxer's
lot.
ring. Maybe not the boxer's ring.
You're going to
but-
see a lot, and it's okay.
And it's fine.
You're in and out of the gunk like Ashley and Scarlett were. They're going to strip off.
You're going to have to wash
Yes,
properly.
yes.
Yeah,
You're gonna
You
have
can't
to
be
see
doing them
it.
in your swimming trunks.
So we've been saying all week that the trials are bigger and better and tougher than ever before, and this episode was no different.
For two of them, it was disgusting. For
Yeah.
poor Ashley and Scarlett, it was disgusting. For our Bev and Mar, I mean, it was virtually impossible, wasn't it? Get up there, you got 45 seconds to
Yeah.
memorise these animals in this order, and then you get lobbed out of the plane.
Hey, did you say we lobbed Beverly out of the plane?
You lobbed Beverly out
You
of the plane.
lobbed a
You-
68-year-old Beverly out the
Can I
plane.
just say,
Lobbed her out of the
she's
plane.
68 years of age.
Stunning.
If I was 68 and I got lobbed out of a plane, my heart would stop. I'm not even kidding. I don't know how she has gone out of a plane at 68 years of age.
Because she's badass.
Yeah, she is badass.
She is amazing. She was in the zone. She was focused.
She was
You'd have
like-
thought that she was the athlete.
And she was
What
like,
was the
lion.
one
She was
flailing
like-
around screaming?
She was like lion, elephant, snake.
As
lion,
she's
elephant,
falling,
snake.
by the
Yeah,
way,
as
which
she's
I've
falling.
skydived 3 times. Sorry, I didn't put a number on it. And as I'm
you.
like falling through the air, I would never think to myself, I'm going to remember and mouth
No.
the
Yeah.
animals. I'm just screaming.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
I was very impressed. I was impressed with Beverly and Moore. They really did try the best. They're plummeting to the ground from 10,000 feet
Oh, couldn't.
and saying, lions,
Cheetahs, leopards, monkeys.
they still got it completely wrong.
Yeah.
But fair play to them.
Safe for effort.
Mo Farah is so
He just didn't
so
even
cute.
know what was going on.
No.
He said the Lion King creatures.
Also, thumbs up.
Quick question. Would you prefer to be
In
down
the
or
plane.
would you be in the plane?
In the plane.
Because I don't think I could remember anything in
No.
that being thrown out of the plane. I would be like, Mum and go, the Lion King, I think.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'll be like. I couldn't do it.
Oh,
That's
my
all I
mum-
was with.
yeah.
I was with the both of them. I thought Bev and Ma, just remembering a single animal, I was like, fair play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
Have you
memory.
seen what's
would-
happened?
I would say the tougher job, actually, other than being booted out of a plane, would probably be Ashley and Scarlett because they've
See,
got
I
to sort of figure it all
disagree.
out.
I
I
would not have wanted to
disagree.
be in there.
I wouldn't
That
want to
smell.
be in that
Are
plane.
you joking?
No.
That smell.
Yeah, that smell.
All the flies around.
in
your
The
nose.
flies alone. The flies being there told me everything I needed to know.
So
Scarlett definitely drank some of that as well, didn't
Oh,
she?
She was not ready. I was
Yeah.
like, Scarlett, mouth closed,
Yeah.
everything closed, close everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Close. Yeah.
Well, how do we think they
Disgusting.
did in the actual game, Scarlett and Ashley?
Well, frustratingly bad to begin with. Because I was
Yes.
like, come on, girls, we know where the lion is now. It's not that one.
It's hard, isn't it, when you're watching it? Because you're like, it's on number 5!
He was screaming.
We
at
were.
it.
But it's hard, isn't it, when you're on the other side because they've been ducked in shit. They're out, they're in again, they're ducked in shit. They're like, where am I? It's
Where
number
am I?
5, I think.
Yeah.
Literally.
Just like all the offal in the face.
Yeah.
And it stinks, and they've got some in the mouth.
They did get 5 stars.
5
They got
stars,
5
amazing.
stars.
Well, they got 3 from the memory game.
Yeah.
So that's how good they were at that.
Yeah.
But then they got 2 from collecting the stars, which was honestly so impressive.
Bit
It was
easy,
all
though.
in.
Bit easy.
No, come on.
Bit easy, though, wasn't it?
Well, they had to give him
They're
some.
easy.
Well, no,
because the
talk-
game
we
was
said we
hard.
thought it was going to be underneath, didn't we? We
We
were
did.
like, why is he not underneath?
I
That was a
thought
bit
they
of a
should have
challenge.
to. Yeah, I thought they should have to go and
Guys,
dunk under and pluck the start from
You
the
guys
base.
are savage.
We
Yeah,
are.
See
we
through
are.
that
Actually,
brown
do you know what?
water.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
else
you
is a bit
probably
of a
couldn't.
savage. David Hay, bit of a savage, because he's literally lying in bed,
I
right? And he's
know.
like asleep when Ant and Dec walk in. And they go, it's a memory change. He goes, right, not going to be me. I'll go back to bed. And then he just rolls over and he goes, Scarlett, you're good with your memory. You go. And I feel like everyone just listens to David Hay, even though he's not got good takes a lot of the time.
Yes.
And he's literally like, yeah, so you're good at your memory. I don't know why he even thinks that. I think it's because she like spoke about something to do with some of the campmates and their previous history.
Exactly.
And he
yeah.
was like, you're going to be going. And she actually did end up going.
Yeah.
But I do think they still pick the best people for the job, to be fair.
Yeah.
I was
They
like,
didn't do horrendous.
Well, no,
did
what,
they?
Mo
they
Farah?
didn't.
Oh, they didn't
no,
pick him,
but
actually,
they
did
didn't
they?
pick
Yeah.
Ma and they didn't pick
Yeah.
Bev. They picked Ashley, and I thought, yeah, actually, she has to remember song words and dance moves and the choreography, everything.
The choreography and
Makes
plus the
sense.
cat dolls as well is
Yeah.
intense.
It's
It is.
intense.
Intense.
Oh my gosh, they're doing more than 5, 6, 7, 8. Those girlies, let me
Literally.
tell you.
Yeah.
So I thought actually the logic, and Scarlett, by her own admission, she said, I play this game with my son. I was like, let's go, girls.
But she didn't
And
say
then they
she.
were like,
But she didn't say she played it well.
"Clearly."
She said I played it, but she didn't say she played it well.
No.
And she didn't. Bless her.
Well, do you know what? Ant and Dec did say as well that the camp was going to be split up
Yeah.
into the lions and the rhinos. You've got obviously King Harry and King Jimmy.
Jimmy is such a wind up. I feel like, personally, I think he's going to wind up the camp.
Do you reckon?
100%.
Really?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I
You
put
heard
money
it
on
here
it.
first.
Heard it here first. I think he's going to wind people up. Maybe rub people up the wrong way, I think.
Ooh.
Anytime in the jungle there's a divide,
Mm-hmm.
it always kicks off just a little bit. When you never think it's going to, and it does. One, why do we think that is? And two, do we think it's going to carry on?
Because missing out. I want to know what people are doing. Do you know what I mean?
And also, I think a sense of competition. You always want to be the best.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you're
David Hay.
David Hay. And so I think that will naturally, division causes division and tension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And competition.
And I also think as well, if like I saw Gemma and Scarlett having a conversation and I'm divided by a wall, I'd go, what are you talking about? I'd be like, come here, I can't hear you. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I am nosy.
Yeah.
So I'd want to know.
Also, when the camp gets divided up, right, and you're not with the people that you want to be with,
Oh,
like
yes.
that actually can really bum you
Oh,
out.
gotcha.
That's
Imagine
so
you're
annoying.
stuck with the person you don't want to be with.
Yeah.
I'd be
Yeah.
like, okay.
You'd
Well-
be like, I could be having so much fun over
There.
there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Instead, I'm here.
Okay, well, on
Yes.
that note,
A bit how you feel about
who would
Yeah.
you?
Not
Kemi's-
being in South
Not being in
Africa.
South
Kemi's in
Africa.
South Africa.
And here I am.
But
I feel like I'm
living
going to
us
hear about
too.
that for the rest of this now. I'm
With
so
us
sorry.
two Northerners.
With us two, bloody hell.
Okay, other than not being with me, who
Yes.
would you like to be with when you're in the camp? Who's one person you'd love to be with?
Gemma.
Yeah.
I think we'd have a lovely little chinwag together. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean,
Never a
Savannah
dull
Scrub,
moment.
she was great. She loves to chat.
She's making washing up look fun.
She
Every
actually
time she's
is.
buying those
Do you know
pots
what?
and pans,
She
that's
is.
when
AJ.
we're getting the gossip.
That is such a good point. I want to be having a chinwag with the GC
Yeah.
by the washing ups.
I mean, let's be honest, she wasn't washing. She was literally just doing this.
Holding a spoon.
She was rinsing. And she went, yeah, I'm just not feeling it. But I'm just not feeling it.
Do you know what as well, Luke? She's got a spoon. She's just rubbing the spoon with her
Yeah.
thumb as if that's doing anything.
Just like, I'm done with this. I'm done with it.
I think we're done with this episode of the podcast. I've got to say, I've had so much fun. AJ, you're back with me on Monday as well next week.
Wow, thank
Jealous.
Yeah, and we're going to be joined by the king himself, Mr. Harry Redknapp. It's going to be in this very studio. Cannot wait for that. Make sure to hit follow or subscribe and follow at I'm a Celebrity on socials for all the latest from the series. I'm a Celebrity South Africa continues on Monday on ITV1 and ITVX. And we'll be here for Unpacked, of course, directly after the main show on ITVX, YouTube, Spotify, and all podcast platforms. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a lovely weekend.